So creating content by itself can't be the thing. Facebook ads also isn't the thing, because why would you spend a bunch of money on Facebook ads trying to sell to strangers if you haven't even figured out how to sell to your warm market yet? Like, there's already people in your market that know you, like you, and trust you, so why wouldn't you try to sell to those people? What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. We are going live. And today we're going to be discussing personal branding and how you guys can use your personal brand to promote yourself on social media, even if you're brand new to social media. And we're not talking about using paid ads or anything like that. I'm going to show you guys how to use your personal story on your Instagram and your Facebook to pull in more clients. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to tune in. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in, squad. I'm going to tell you guys a story today. So I actually wanted to make this challenge like absolutely amazing. So I went out earlier today. What's going on, squad? So I went out earlier today because I wanted to make this challenge amazing. And I actually got a new phone so that I could go live on this phone. And then I could talk to you guys on this phone because I really wanted to make sure that this was absolutely amazing. So this live stream is brought to you by BMarkFit. I'm super, super amped up to have you here. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Brian Mark. I'm going to be your host and your mentor throughout the 14-day challenge, or the 4-day challenge. So let's see where some of you guys are from, and we're going to get this kicked off here right away. So we've got a lot of people. We got, hey gang, what's up? Hustling all day. I love that. CT, love that. What up? What up? Florida, that's cool. St. Louis, Perth, Australia. Ooh, I love that. MD, that's cool. What's going on? All right, guys. So let's kind of dive into this, dude. I want to give you guys value right away. So something that I really pride myself on is I don't really like to fluff. So if you guys have been my client, so some of you guys are my clients that are in this group. If you guys are my clients, you know that I don't really like to spend a lot of time wasting it. I want to get right into it. So I want to give you guys a value. I want to drop some bombs immediately. So why don't we kind of dive into what the purpose of this challenge is? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some rules of engagement. And I'm also going to show you guys how to get the most out of this challenge. So the first things first is every single live stream that I show up to, I'm going to be ready. So I'm not just showing up to these live streams with random content. I'm not just hoping this shit works. I know this shit works. I'm putting this to work every single day with my clients, and I'm bringing you guys the best content. So all I ask you to do, there's only a couple things that I'm going to ask you to do here. So number one is I want you to show up to every single live stream ready to learn. Because I'm going to show up to these live streams powerful, present, and ready to deliver the value. All I ask of you guys is show up and be ready to learn, because I am more than excited to be bringing you guys value. So every single day I want you to show up, be ready to learn. Second thing is be quick to implement and quick to ask questions. So show up, be quick to implement. I'm going to be giving you guys homework every single night, and the homework that I'm going to be giving you is literally step 1, step 2, step 3. It's not going to be build a landing page or complicated funnels or websites or anything like that. The homework that I'm going to give you guys is really fucking simple. So all I'm going to ask you guys to do is just to execute. So if I give you a piece of homework and I give you a post template to write, I want you to fucking write it. Yo, Amador, what's going on, my man? How's it going? So show up, be quick to learn, quick to implement. And the third thing and the final thing, and this is really exciting, there's 34 of you guys watching. So if you're tuning into this live stream right now and you like winning money, this is how you win $250 cash. Take a screenshot of this live stream that we're on right now, the one that we're on right now, post it on your Instagram story, tag @BMarkFit, and just say learning from the wizard. Learning from the online training wizard, tag BMarkFit. Anyone that tags me in their Instagram story is automatically going to be entered to win a $250 Amazon gift card. And I'm going to announce the winner at the end of the 4-day challenge after I've delivered you guys a ton of value. So if you're tuning in, get ready. It's about to go the fuck down. If you want to win $250, screenshot this live, post it on your Instagram story, and say learning from the online training wizard at BMarkFit. So let's kind of dive into it today. So now that we've got all the logistics out of the way, let's dive into it. So the topic of today's live stream is how to promote yourself without spending money on Facebook and Instagram ads. See, the truth is, I think that a lot of you guys are promoting yourselves online by a few different mediums. It's likely that some of you guys that are watching this have a business page and you do a lot of your posts and promotions on your business page. So create all this content, you're trying to get everyone to like your business page on Facebook because you think that's the way. There's also probably a lot of you guys that are watching this live streams that are trying to promote yourself by creating a website. Maybe you read somewhere that having a website's a really good idea, so you're spending time creating a website which isn't working. And there might even be some of you guys that are on this live stream that are aware enough to create fitness content, but then all you do is create fitness content, which is why you're not getting traction. See, any of these things like creating a website, not really the most beneficial thing to spend your time on. Spending time on building your business page, again, not really a beneficial thing to spend your time on. and just creating fitness content, not really a beneficial thing to spend your time on. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys today about what to spend your time on to get the most amount of value. Because the thing is, a lot of you guys that are spending money on Facebook ads, on websites, on building your business page, all of these things, who here has ever spent a bunch of money on Facebook ads or a website or a bunch of time on creating content but gotten no clients? So all of us spend this time building Facebook ads, or we build a website, or we create a bunch of content. Who here has ever created a bunch of content and not received any clients from that? If that's ever been you, just say me. Because I think a lot of us, what we're doing is we're spending a lot of time and money building our online business, website, creating content, business page. We're spending a lot of time building our business, but we're not getting anything in return. If you've ever invested time or money into your business and not gotten a lot back, just say me in the comments, because I want to see kind of who I'm following along with. So Colleen, that's awesome. But today we're going to be talking about how to promote yourself on Facebook and Instagram using your Facebook and Instagram personal profile. So we're talking about using your personal Instagram and Facebook profile to promote yourself. And I think one of the common misconceptions that when we're talking about here is that a lot of people think like, oh, promote myself on Facebook and Instagram. That means I just need to create valuable content, right? So I just need to post workout content, post fitness content, and then people are going to come to me. But I know that there are a lot of you, there's 40 of you watching now. I know for a fact that there's a lot of you that are watching this live stream that have created a bunch of fitness content, posted on your Instagram, and you've gotten fucking crickets. So creating content by itself can't be the thing. Facebook ads also isn't the thing, because why would you spend a bunch of money on Facebook ads trying to sell to strangers if you haven't even figured out how to sell to your warm market yet? Like, there's already people in your market that know you, like you, and trust you, so why wouldn't you try to sell to those people? So stop trying to sell to strangers. And building a website just doesn't make sense because you've already got a personal Instagram profile. So why would you try to build a website when you've got a personal Instagram, people are going there right away? That is your fucking website. So that's where you should be sending people. Does that make sense? So I'm going to be talking about creating emotional resonance. That's the goal today. I'm going to be talking about creating emotional resonance, and I'm going to show you in this live stream how to create more emotional resonance with your audience. And I'm not just talking about with your value content, because I think a lot of people understand that, like, oh, create emotional resonance. So some of you guys that are watching this live stream are brand new to online fitness coaching, so emotional resonance might go over your head. But basically, you want to create emotional connection to your audience, right? But some of you that are, more experienced that are watching this live stream also are thinking like, oh, I already know emotional resonance, Brian. You create like a pain point and then you talk about the vision, right? But no matter where you're at, I'm going to talk about how to create emotional resonance with your brand. I'm going to talk about how to create an emotional connection to your brand, because I'm not just talking about creating an emotional connection with your piece of content. And I think that's where a lot of people are going wrong. How do you create an emotional connection so that when people come to your page, they feel connected to you? Emotional resonance with your brand is the key. Does that make sense? Emotional resonance with your brand. So how do you create emotional resonance with your brand? How do you create emotional resonance with your brand? If you're getting value from this and you want to win $250 cash, all you got to do is screenshot this shit, share it to your Instagram story, and say that you're learning from the online training wizard, BMarkFit. Everyone that enters, I'm going to screenshot that, and on the last live stream, I'm going to give somebody $250 cash for an Amazon gift card. So the goal is to create content that attracts people to your page and to you. That's the key. The goal is to create content that attracts people to your page and to you. Okay? So how do we do that? How do we create content that attracts people to us? So one of my clients, Hayden, he joined my online fitness coaching program. This was like 4 weeks ago or something like that. And Hayden was literally brand new to join my program. Like, this was something he was like just new to, never done this before. So one of the things I said with Hayden, I'm like, listen, man, so when you're creating your content, he was a personal trainer at a gym, so he's pretty knowledgeable in terms of fitness. I was like, Hayden, when you're creating content, people are going to read your content and they're going to think 3 different things, right? Do I know this guy? It's like, how do I know this guy? Like, how can I like, how do I know that this is a good person? Can I trust this guy? Like, can this guy actually get me results? And do I like this guy? So in order for people to purchase off you, I told Hayden, in order for people to purchase off of you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And unless they know you, like you, and trust you, they're not going to purchase. So I told Hayden, I'm like, I gave him 3 pieces of homework. And one of the pieces of homework I'm actually going to be giving you guys in this live stream. One of the things I said is like, Hayden, listen. So Hayden's pretty fit himself. I'm like, Hayden, you've been fit for like the last couple of years, but people didn't know you before you were fit. And I think that a big misconception that we make as online fitness coaches is we're trying to communicate with people at the level that we're at right now. So we're writing content to people as if they're already fit. So as fitness people, we're writing to overweight people, or we're writing to people that are struggling with weight loss goals, and we're not meeting them where they're at. So we're coming from this place of like high horse. We're coming from this place of authority, which is like, I'm jacked, listen to me because I know all these things. but people won't emotionally connect to that. So I told Hayden, I'm like, you need to create an emotional connection with your audience. And I told him to write a specific post, and I'm actually gonna give you guys a post at the end of this live stream. So yeah, boy, me Mark's on it. So I told him to write a specific post, and I said, hey, listen, write this post. You're gonna get a ton of value. I gave him the framework that I'm gonna give you guys, and it's called How Fitness Changed My Life. How Fitness Changed My Life. I'm gonna give you guys a framework, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute. So let's take a minute to talk about connecting with your audience, okay? So in order for people to purchase off you need to create 3 types of content with your organic social media. And I'm talking about your personal page, not your business page, not Facebook ads, not a website. On your personal page, there needs to be 3 types of content. Write this down. Write this in the comments so I know you guys are paying attention. You need to create value, you need to connect with your audience, and you need to show proof of concept. Create value, show proof of concept, connect with your audience. We're gonna be talking about all 3 of these things throughout the challenge, but today we're gonna focus on how to connect with your audience. So for me personally, my fitness journey started when I was 14 years old. My family was pretty overweight when I was younger. My family was pretty overweight, and I struggled with like a lot of like dietary issues. So like everyone around me was kind of overweight, and it was kind of like a struggle for me growing up. I didn't really play a lot of sports when I was growing up. I started working out when I was 14. Like my biggest kind of like moment of kind of realization that I needed to exercise was when I stepped on the scale and I was like 170 pounds. And as a 14-year-old kid, like I was pretty overweight. So I started going for runs, I started exercising, I started eating like smaller portions. And through that journey, that's kind of where I fell in love with fitness. And after that summer, I started like exercising more. I started going to the gym, I started crushing it. And then I joined a sports team, and then I started pursuing football, and then I started competing. And that was kind of how my journey progressed. So I started when I was 14 years old, and then I just kept working out until fitness became a passion of mine. And now I'm at where I'm at today, which is like the best shape of my life. And I'm super happy with where I'm at. But the thing is, when I started connecting with my audience, when my audience really started following my story and connecting with it and reaching out to me and asking me for help, the difference became when they realized that I didn't start my fitness journey, I didn't come out lifting dumbbells. I think that as online fitness coaches, we often portray this image on social media that we've always had it. I've always been jacked, I've always been ripped. And because we're coming from a place of authority and we're not meeting our audience where we're at, because we're coming from that place of authority, what's gonna end up happening is our audience isn't gonna emotionally connect to us, because this is the key, you guys. This is the key takeaway from the live stream. People wanna work with people that have been through a similar situation as them or have helped somebody through a similar situation as them. I'm gonna say that again so that you guys hear it and it makes sense. People wanna work with people who have been through a situation that they have or have helped somebody go through a situation that they have. Does that make sense? People want to work with people who have been through a situation like they have or have helped somebody go through a situation like they have. Which is why when you create a personal brand around your story and what got you into fitness, it becomes a game changer. That's when you start writing content that isn't just valuable, but you're creating an emotional connection. We're talking about creating an internal connection with your audience. I'm just going to pause for a second because I want to take a minute to say, the fact that I just talked about being overweight when I was a kid and I started working out when I was 14, boom, Mason, emotionally resonant. I started working out when I was 14 too. Boom, Josh, I understand being a fat kid and make a change. That helped me reach my clients as well. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So my story with fitness resonated with 2 of the people that are watching this live stream, which means those of you guys that are watching this live stream, your story with fitness, whatever your story is going to resonate with your audience. And you might not understand what it's like to be overweight because maybe you're an ectomorph or whatever like that, but you will understand the process of falling in love with fitness. And that's kind of the story that we're telling. Something happened, I fell in love with fitness, and now I'm at where I'm at today. So creating the connection might not be about the actual story that we're telling, but it's the emotions that we're experiencing during the story. You need to connect with your audience, with your personal brand. You need to create a connection. See, the thing is, like, fitness changed my life. We are cool. We are the cool fat kids. Fitness for me changed my life. Like fitness for me, it was a game changer. It was everything. But the thing is, like, and I'm willing to assume if fitness changed your life, I want you to drop a fire emoji. If fitness has changed your life, I want you to drop a fire emoji. I want to see whose lives fitness has changed. If fitness has made a positive impact in your life, I want you to drop a fire emoji. Whose lives has fitness changed? Let's see it. See, I'm willing to assume that fitness has changed pretty much every person's life that's watching this live stream. But when's the last time you talked about it on a social media post? When's the last time you created an emotional connection with your audience? Because we're talking like long-term, the strategy of your social media needs to be emotional connection, creating value, and showing proof of concept. But when's the last time you created an emotionally resonant post about your story? I'm willing to assume it was a while ago because I know for a fact a lot of my online fitness coaches that join my program, I have to constantly remind them like, yo, share your story, share your story, share your story, share your story. I was fat too. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So if you want to sell online fitness clients from your social media, you need to start sharing who you are. You need to start showing your story. You need to start showing who you are with the world, because unless people connect with you emotionally, they're not going to purchase off of you. They're just going to view you as another one of those online fitness coaches that's trying to sell shit. Mark, I remember being 245 pounds and now I weigh 160. I know what it's like to be fat and fit. Tell that shit, please. Tell that shit. Scream it from the rooftops. Okay, so write this in the comments so that I know that you guys are paying attention and you're listening, because this is the key takeaway. This is the strategy. You should be doing it once a week, Josh. Once a week, minimum. You need to tell an element of your story once a week, minimum. Write this in the comments because this is the key takeaway. In order for people to purchase off of you, they need to know you, like you, and trust you. I'm gonna say it again for the kids in the back. In order for people to purchase off you, they need to know you, they need to like you, and they need to trust you. And if you can show up on your social media and you can create a post that shows people where you came from and takes them on a journey to where you're at now, that means you're gonna create an emotional connection to them in a way that they will wanna work with you and go on that same journey. Because when you write a story about your personal journey and where you came from and what you struggled with, what if there's somebody in your audience right now that is where you were? What if there's somebody in your audience right now where when you write that story, they're gonna say like, man, I felt like you were writing that directly to me. Like, I don't know what it was about that last post, but I felt like that, it like hit me right in the face, right? So we need to write about our struggles, not from like an authority position, like, oh, I'm the best, but it's like, man, I used to struggle a lot. Like I used to be overweight. I was really self-conscious. And, you know, I got to a point where like, I was just sick of myself. Like I was sick of the person that I looked in the mirror, and I just like knew that I had to make a change. And that was the moment that everything changed. And writing about that shit and like being authentic with that is so powerful. If you can show people how fitness changed your life, they're gonna open up to you and they're gonna want you to change their life like it changed yours. So people wanna work with people who have been through what they've been through or have helped somebody go through what they've been through. And we're gonna talk about how to show proof of concept in tomorrow's live stream. So stay tuned tomorrow. I'm gonna show you number 2 about trust you. But in order for you to get people to know you off of your posts and your live streams, you have to share who you are with the world. You have to open up and you have to share what made you fit, what made you healthy, what made you this person that you are today. And if you can open, you can share that. And if you can be vulnerable enough to tell the truth, not the truth that you think social media should see, because I think that a lot of us, when we write these posts, we're putting out what we think we should say, right? We're putting out what we think that our audience would like. No, like tell your audience how it fucking was. If you used to look at yourself in the mirror and call yourself a fat ass, like say that in your post. Right? Be authentic, like say the truth, and then bring them on a journey to where you are today. And I'm gonna give you guys a framework, so don't worry about like, how do I write this? Because I'm gonna show you guys how to write this. But be fucking real, because the realer that you are, the more likely that you're gonna get somebody that's gonna reach out to you and be like, dude, that was fucking awesome. Does this make sense? Hit me with a flex emoji if you guys are following along. Hit me with a flex emoji if you guys are following along and this makes sense and you're ready to fucking crush it and bring some authenticity to social media. Hit me with the flex emoji, let's get it. I'm hot when I do these live streams. God damn. Ooh, it is hot in here. Hit me with a flex emoji if you guys are amped up and you're ready to share some stories. Let's get it. Yes, Desiree, that's what I'm talking about. We've got Cole De Silva on here responding to the comments, making sure you guys are all lit. Just a friendly reminder, anyone that shares this to their Instagram story and says that you're learning off the online training wizard, Brian Mark, or BMarkFit, I'm gonna enter you to win a $250 Amazon gift card. So screenshot this, share it to your Instagram story, and say that you're learning from the online training wizard, and I'm gonna enter you to win a $250 Amazon gift card. The more vulnerable you are, the better your response is gonna be on social media. So let's talk about you. So the online fitness coach that's watching this, like I know for a fact that you weren't born into fitness. I know for a fact. I know for a fact that you didn't come out lifting dumbbells. I know. Like, I don't know many things for a fact, but I know when you were born, you weren't lifting dumbbells. And if you were like Frank Hamilton or anything like that, if you're like a freak of nature, that's fine. But I know that 99% of us, Frank Hamilton's an IFBB pro, for those people that didn't catch that joke. But I know for 99% other of us, we didn't come out lifting dumbbells like Frank, okay? So I know that you found fitness, right? I know that you found fitness. And I also know that there are some people in your audience, Anthony. There's some people in your audience, Molly. There's some people in your audience, Frank, that haven't fucking found fitness yet. They haven't, right? They're still looking to find fitness. So when you write your story of how you find fitness, that might inspire them to want to do the same. That might inspire them to want to change. When they read about the catalyst for change, when they read about the reason that you got into fitness, maybe that's going to cause them to look at their own life and be like, fuck, like, I need this just as much as he did. So it's time for you to share your story. It's time for you to share who you are with the world. It's time for you to uncover the reason you got into fitness. So your homework. I'm going to be giving you guys a framework to follow. So I'm going to be posting at 5:25, which is in 5 minutes from now. Actually, it's going up at 5:30. I'm going to be posting up a framework for you to use in your story. All right. And with this framework, I want you to share your story with the world. Listen, guys, like a lot of your audience doesn't know that you weren't born with dumbbells, right? A lot of your audience don't know that you didn't come lifting out dumbbells. So when you share what got you into fitness, when you share that story, you're allowing your audience to open up for them to do the same. What's gonna happen is I fucking know for a fact that I'm gonna get some messages from some of you guys after you do my post, after you do my framework. You're gonna post on your social media, and some people are gonna reach out and be like, man, that resonated with me so much. Like, dude, that story spoke right to me. Like, I felt like you wrote that to me. That's an amazing story, super inspirational, boom. So we're gonna take them on a journey with our content from where we were, like how we used to be in the past, how we used to struggle, whether it be like self-confidence issues, overweight, couldn't get the girl, couldn't get the guy, whatever it is. And we're gonna take them on a journey to the vision of where we're at now, and we're gonna tell them like, yo, if I can fucking do it, you can fucking do it. That's the goal, fam. That is the goal. Okay, so let's talk about the homework. So what I want you guys to do from here, who's excited? Who's excited to use this? Who's excited to use this? I'm gonna be giving this away for free, by the way. So giving this away for free. At 5:30, you guys are gonna get a post framework for exactly how to write your story. You literally have to plug and play. So if you're fucking excited, that's awesome. I'm excited too. Let me know how excited you guys are in the comments. Me, bitch, I love it. Okay, so here's your homework. I want you to share your story with the world, obviously. And what I want you to do is I want you to grab a photo of yourself before you started exercising. So grab a photo of yourself, whether that be like 2 years, 3 years, Frank Hamilton, 30, grab a photo of you when you were a baby. And grab a photo of yourself before you got into fitness, and then grab a photo of you at your best, okay? So before, at your best, all right? Once you have this photo, before and after, what you're gonna do with this photo is you're gonna use the Lovely Post framework, which you're gonna get in 9 minutes, and you're gonna write a story of how fitness changed your life. Now, when you're writing the story, feel free to use my framework, and obviously like you can play around with it. You don't have to use my exact post framework, but you can if you're struggling. And just write a post about how fitness changed your life. Don't overthink it. Something that I want you guys to keep in mind, so something that I like to do with my posts is once you guys write your posts, like once you guys like write the whole thing, which it'll be easy once I show you how to do it. I want you to take the most powerful line and I want you to make it the headline, okay? So there's 3 steps that I'm gonna give you. Number 1 is you're gonna take a photo of you when you were a baby, like Frank, or when you were in high school or whatever like that. I grabbed a photo of me when I was like 15, and then I compared it to a photo of me when I was on stage, and I talked about how fitness changed my life. And I think the headline was, at 14 years old, I was 130 pounds soaking wet, right? So that was like the headline, and then it talked about my journey into fitness. So I'm gonna give you guys a post framework so you guys can play around with that. You guys have I'm gonna give you guys 24 hours to complete this task. So before you show up to the next live stream, if you actually wanna get fucking 4 clients in 4 days, you have to have this task done. You grabbed a photo from yesterday, shut up, Cole. Before you get this task done, right? Before you guys get this task done, I want you guys to before you show up to the live stream tomorrow, I want you guys to get this task done. So if you wanna get 4 clients, if you wanna make money, if you wanna change lives, if you actually wanna crush it in this challenge, then make sure you get the homework done. Grab the photo before, after, compare it side by side, write a post about how fitness changed your life using the framework I'm gonna give you, and use the most powerful part of the post and take it and make it the headline. It's really, really, really simple. It's time for you to create an emotional connection with your audience. Let's fucking get it. So that's the end of today's live stream. So that's all for today. I want to tell you guys a little bit about the challenge we got coming up tomorrow. So give you guys a little bit of a preview of what's coming up next. So the next thing that we got tomorrow is going to be, tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to land online clients with testimonials, even if you don't have testimonials. So those people that are brand new to online fitness coaching, like how do you get testimonials if you don't fucking have clients? I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Day number 3 is going to be booking calls with qualified prospects using the DM messenger process. So some of you guys that are my clients know this stuff already, but I'm going to be going into some more ninja tricks. Oh, never giving away in a live stream, so fucking stay tuned. And day 4 is going to be what to say on the phone so you land more online fitness clients. Pada ping, pada poom, pada pow. So that's it for today. I'm going to go through the comments and see if I have any questions that I can answer. So if you guys have a question, now would be a good time to ask. What's up? We got a lot of engagement here. All right, we're scrolling. Your story will make the people connect with you. Yes, Cole, tell them. Skinny guy, but fell in love with fitness and changed my life. Dude, Ryan, share that shit, brother. I love that. Corey, you're fat too. Me and you were both fat, brother. Mark, fitness helped me save my life. Sober for 7 years. Dude, you need to share that. And if you've already shared it more often. Some of you guys know my story. Like I used to struggle with drugs as well, and I've talked about that a lot in my posts. It's really powerful every time I share it. My stories are always from the opposite end of the spectrum, being too skinny for everything. So Frank, share that. Like, doesn't matter what your story is, it's unique to you. And people might not connect with the skinny part, but they'll connect with the struggling part, struggling with like the way that you looked and like you wanted to change. So they'll connect with the emotions of your story. People need to know you, like you, and trust you. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. So I'm just scrolling through, seeing if we got any more comments. Okay, so Ryan, great question. Is it a video? Is it a post or a video? My homework for you is a post. If you want to do a video, you can. That's totally cool. The only homework I'm giving you is a post. So the homework you need to complete specifically for this 4-day challenge is a post. So Josh, that was your question as well. Molly, is this just on Facebook, not Instagram? Do Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram, Molly, are very like closely linked. So do the same post that you do on Facebook on Instagram. That's literally the same thing. There's a little app that you can use called Line Break. I'll post in the comments, Molly, for you. And if you paste your caption from Facebook into this Line Break app, it'll break out your caption so that it doesn't have any ugly spaces. So I'll share that with you guys in the comments. Post a video. This could, again, I'm gonna give you guys written homework, but you guys can do a video if you want. Mark, I've done that before, and Afterpic, is it good to share it again? Dude, share it you can share that every month. And Mark, you can also use different photos. So if you've done one before already, grab a different photo from you. You've lived, I don't know how many years you've lived, maybe 30 years. You've got like fucking 26 years of photos where you were skinny. I don't know how long you were skinny for, but you know what I'm saying? You can grab a different photo. Getting fit helped me get more girls and stop getting bullied. Dude, fucking share that. Well, I guess like, you could say getting fit helped me get the girl. I like that. So you want to create an emotional connection, but you want to make it relevant. I can hear Cole screaming in the comment section. So Irina said, great question. Irina says, I have a business account on Instagram. Is that okay? You were saying personal. So that's a great question, Irina. So having a business account on Instagram is good. What I'm like against is having a business Facebook page. Like a business Facebook page is like no bueno, because Facebook does not give good organic reach to business pages. So if you're going to share content, you want to share from your personal profile, and you want to make your personal profile like a business card, which is what I teach my clients. But if you have an Instagram business page, it's like linked to Business Insights, that's completely fine. But it should be like your personal Instagram that is also sharing your Facebook. So yeah. Let's see, to Irina, that's cool. Brady says, I was accused of being too skinny and having an eating disorder. So share that, like talk about that, and talk about like the struggle that you went through, like when people were like accusing you of these things. And talk about like what got you into fitness. Like, yeah, that was like negative, but it kind of motivated you to get into fitness. So that's going to inspire some people that are reading that, Brady. That's amazing. Molly says, 90% of my Instagram followers are IFBB peeps. Do you need more Gen Prop followers down there? For sure. So Molly, what you just said is really powerful. So if there's any fitness competitors in the house, one of my clients, Nikki Korek, joined my program, and Nikki had like 5 or 6, so she had 7 clients when she joined. And Molly, Nikki's a really, really high level IFBB bikini athlete, and she used to only post pictures of her as jacked Nikki. So I'm like, Nikki, like, you're not going to attract any like female clients that are struggling because you just post pictures of jacked Nikki. So females that are struggling think that like, there's no way they'll ever look like you. So I was like, Nikki, if you want to connect with your audience, you need to like take pictures of you before you were jacked Nikki, and compare them with Jack Nikki and show them like the journey of like what that took like. And after like 8 weeks of doing that with me, like she joined my mastermind program, after 8 weeks, she had 60 clients. And yes, that's not a word vomit, that's like a fact. From 7 clients to 60 clients because she started opening up and sharing who she was and what caused her to be Jack Nikki. So yeah, that makes sense. Feel like I've used all the same strategies, but I always have the same audience. I need to expand my followers. What strategies can you give me to gain a new audience? So if you're looking to gain a new audience, I'm actually not going to talk about it in this live stream. We can definitely talk about that if you're interested in coaching, but that's not in this live stream. So if you want to grow your audience, that's like a little bit more in-depth training, and that's not what's covered in this 4-day challenge. So if you're interested, you can book a 10-minute call. There's a link in around this video. If you really want to grow your business and something that you want to talk about wasn't covered on this live stream or isn't in the live streams, then you can book a call and we can chat and see if you're a good fit, but that's definitely not going to be covered in the challenge. I abandoned it. Okay, cool. Time to get it. Yeah, you want to focus, Irina, you want to focus on your business personal, if that makes sense. So motivated me to get some muscles and confidence. That's what's up. IFBB, what up? Yeah, Molly, that's your problem. Dude, I totally get it. You're not the only one. It's people see Jack Molly, right? And like, if your client sees Jack Molly, like if all of your audience sees Jack Molly, all they think is like, there's no way I'll ever fucking look like that. So you need to show them skinny Molly, then Jack Molly, and say like, yo, it took me a while to get to here, but like, this is what I struggled with. This is where I'm at now. And like, you can do it too. So, yo, hopefully that made sense, fam. Thank you so much for watching. As soon as I'm done this live stream, both of the posts are going to go up. I'm going to show you Hayden's post that helped him make 3K in the first month. I'm also going to show you a post template of exactly what to do. So if you guys have any questions, comment on this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to win a $250 Amazon gift card, share this video to your story and say that you're learning from the online training wizard, B Mark Fit. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. PST. Show up, bring it, get your homework done. Peace.